Donald Trump is not happy with India on tariff. What is the meaning of this statement from the White House? Hello, friends. Is a new trade war between India and America going to start? Can the displeasure of American President Donald Trump create new difficulties for India? A fresh response from the White House has sent shockwaves through business markets around the world. US President Donald Trump is not happy with India, and the reason for this is tariff. The Trump administration has made it clear that America is not satisfied with India's current import duty, and the conflict between the two countries may deepen over this issue. India recently reduced the import duty on American bourbon whiskey, but despite this, the displeasure of America has not decreased. The press secretary of the White House, Caroline Leavitt, has clarified that the Trump administration is demanding trade balance from India. What is the truth behind this whole case? Does the Trump administration want more concessions by putting pressure on India? And if India bends, what will be the effect on the Indian economy? Today, we will discuss this topic in depth. But before that, if you are new to our channel, please don't forget to subscribe to the channel so that you will be the first to get our new video updates. So let's understand this whole development in detail. Trade relations between the US and India go back decades, but in recent years, it has been strained several times. Especially when Donald Trump became the American president in 2017, the bitterness in the trade relations between the two countries started to increase. The Trump administration took a tough stance against India regarding the tariffs being imposed on American products. Trump said that India is making it impossible for American companies to compete in the Indian market by imposing high tariffs on American products. Trump used the word tariff king for India. He said that India is limiting its market for American products, and American companies are facing many difficulties in doing business in India. To understand this issue, we have to understand the structure of tariff, i.e., import duty. Import duty is the tax that is levied to sell a foreign product within a country. Its purpose is to protect domestic producers and limit foreign competition. India has imposed heavy import duty on many foreign products. The most important of these are American liquor, agricultural equipment, electronic products, automobiles, and pharmaceutical products. For example, an import duty of 150% is imposed on American bourbon whiskey in India. That is, if the price of a bottle of American liquor is 1,000 rupees, then to sell it in India, it has to be sold for 2,500 rupees. Apart from this, 100% tariff is also imposed on American agricultural equipment in India. This means that American products become more expensive in the Indian market, thereby benefiting Indian producers. Recently, the press secretary of the White House, Caroline Leavitt, made this displeasure of the Trump administration public. Caroline said in a press conference that the US wants a reciprocal and equal trade arrangement with India. He said that India should change its tariff structure so that American companies can get equal opportunities in the Indian market. Leavitt said that tariffs imposed on US alcohol and agricultural products in India are excessive and should be reduced immediately. He also emphasized that President Trump is going to raise this issue directly with Prime Minister Narendra Modi. Even before this, India had taken some steps to reduce the displeasure of the Trump administration. In this year's general budget, the Indian Finance Ministry had announced a reduction in import duty on many products. India had already reduced the import duty on American bourbon whiskey. Apart from this, India has reviewed the import duty on luxury cars, solar cells, electronic chips, chemicals, and many other products. The Ministry of Finance had reduced the average import duty from 13% to 11% this year. But despite this, America is not satisfied with it. The Trump administration believes that India should completely eliminate tariffs on American products. Apart from this, the other aspect of this whole matter is that the US itself imposes heavy tariffs on Indian products. For example, 25 to 50% import duty is imposed on Indian steel and aluminum products in America. The American textile industry also imposes heavy duty on Indian dresses and clothes, but America is this issue. The Trump administration says that the American market is open to Indian companies while India is closing its market to American companies. This is the reason why the Trump administration is directly confronting India on this issue. America is taking a strict stance on tariffs not only on India but on other countries as well. Recently, the Trump administration increased the import duty on steel and aluminum products of Canada and Mexico. Trump doubled the tariff on Canadian products. Trump said that Canada has been taking advantage of America for decades and now it is time to stop it. Now the question arises that if India accepts the demands of the Trump administration, what will be the effect on the Indian economy? If India lowers tariffs on American products, it will directly harm Indian producers. For example, if India eliminates tariffs on American liquor, Indian liquor companies will face stiff competition. Similarly, if tariffs on US farm equipment are reduced, it will hurt Indian farm equipment manufacturers. Also, if India lowers tariffs on American automobiles, it may affect the sales of Indian auto companies. On the other hand, if India refuses to reduce the tariff, then the US may also impose heavy tariffs on Indian products. This will affect the Indian textile, steel, pharma, and auto sectors. It will be difficult for Indian companies to do business in the US market. Apart from this, the US may also impose trade restrictions on India, which will cause huge losses to Indian companies. In this whole matter, there are two ways in front of India. Either to accept the demands of the Trump administration and reduce the tariff, or else to prepare itself for the tariff war of America. If India lowers tariffs, it will hurt domestic companies. If India refuses to reduce the tariffs, it could damage the trade relations with the US. This tough stance of the Trump administration has created a difficult situation for India. Now, it will be interesting to see how the Indian government handles this matter. Will India bow under the pressure of the Trump administration, or will it stand firm against America's tariff war? This whole matter will definitely have an impact on India-US trade relations and the Indian economy. If you like our content and want to make our efforts even stronger, you can support us through the QR code given in the video or the UPI ID given in the description. Your every small contribution is valuable to us and will inspire us to make even better and informative videos. Your support is our strength. Also, if this video taught you something new or you felt that this information should reach others as well, then do not forget to like and share the video. If you have any questions or suggestions in mind, then do let us know in the comments. We look forward to answering your every question and listening to suggestions. And yes, if you want to stay updated with our every new video in the future, then subscribe to the channel and press the bell icon so that you get every new information first. GRT Business always strives to give you accurate and reliable information. Our news is obtained from various news agencies, public opinion, and public sources. We try our best to verify every report, but we are not responsible for any dispute or error. Our sole aim is to provide you with accurate and reliable information.